My final guest is the one you've all been waiting for. Tonight, please offer a very warm hand and welcome to the one and only, the irrepressible, the star of Torbay's Ordinary People, Miss Tracey Island. Due to coronavirus and social distancing, Tracey is joining us from outside her home in Warren Road, Torquay. Tracey, I have your first question. Why do you think that you have become such a rising star in Torbay?
Hello my love, I've just noticed that we're coordinating in mauve tonight. You look fabulous, by the way darling. Monjita, I was a sheltered girl and now I'm just an ordinary woman. I come from a part of Torbay that is one of the most deprived places in Britain. My community knows me. I share their anger and their pain. They know I am not afraid to hold Torbay Council to account for its appalling record of neglect in our area. Mind you, I'm more of a gaping black hole than a star darling.
Tracey, oh no, you are most definitely a bright light, shining hope onto the struggling and forgotten communities. People are talking about your show, and the amount of love coming your way is clearly tangible. But don't you also think that you offer far more than just empathy for the ordinary people of Torbay, who aren't being treated as equals by the incumbents of Torquay Town Hall?
Monjita, how sweet of you to speak those kind and lovely words. You're right, there is something else. It's called bringing laughter in adversity. When I moved to our area, the neighbors were petitioning for a residence parking scheme. One said, Torbay Council lives in an ivory tower, they say no to everything we need. After 10 years of fighting, we've only managed to get a handful of dustbins that now litter the streets. So friends, that's Torbay, gave Torbay Council its own ivory tower.
I love the ivory tower. So, tell me a bit about the characters in that Torbay. Do you have a favorite at all?
The characters are all inspired by real people in Torbay. My favorite. Oh Monjita, that's so hard, everyone is brilliant. I see you're pinning me down. Okay, I guess it will be Little Dwayne, because I love the idea. He's a double agent who secretly records conversations with council members for me. All storylines are based on current and real events. Councillor Love is addicted to buying up shops after Torbay Council controversially spent millions of pounds on commercial property.
I remember how some people thought that Torbay Council were insensitive to prioritize buying up commercial properties before sorting out the local housing crisis in the town centre. They bought property occupied by Debenhams, just in case this national chain closes and leaves the building empty and boarded up. Will Torbay Council now buy the failed living costs, in case that gets boarded up too? Tracey, where will it all end? People's homes and living conditions should always come first.
You know I agree Monjita. That's Torbay wants the council to deal with poverty and decline in areas next to the business and tourism district. We want proper regulation and landlord licensing in private rented housing. We want investment in people. Torbay Council has condoned the use of these areas as ghettos of deprivation, simply to line the pockets of capitalist, private landlords from the benefit system. Community workers must be employed to reach the most desperate and offer them hope.
So, have you got any spoiler alerts for us in coming shows of that Torbay? Are there things we should be looking out for?
Obviously Monjita, the scripts are always current. However, there are a few interesting developments to look out for. We know Councillor Love has a long-lost son called Noah. She doesn't know that he's been looking for her. Will they meet, and who sent her those flowers? There's a return of evil ward councillor, Mrs. Victoria Bay, joined this time by her sisters. She lost her council seat, but now sees the current administration falling at the hurdles. She thinks she's got another chance.
You know that I love your show. Torbay Council will be irritated by it, but then, as my great-grandma would say, they only have themselves to blame. That's Torbay only reveals what many recognize as a total disconnect between talky town hall and ordinary working people. Whether it's a wishy-washy center-ground administration with their hollow promises, or a return of the arrogant, far-right hooray Henrys who love to say no, you Tracey are giving us a voice. Tracey Ireland, we love you.
She's a saint, she's a star from heaven. We can bathe in her afterglow. She's a woman for all seasons. She's the gold at the end of the rainbow.